Hi, everybody. It's Jenny Z. I'm in the middle of my workday. I'm in the middle of my workday here. I'm sure you. Hi, everybody. I'm in the middle of my workday here. I'm wondering if you can hear all my white noise machines. um, I wanted to come live to you to let you know about some Reiki offerings. I'm super jazzed up. The energy of fire has been lifting me up and moving me forward. I'm wondering what the energy is like for you right now. Um, I just came off a 2 week staycation, and part of that was shadow boxing, I guess I'll call it, which is, working through my shadow bullshit. And part of it was relaxing, and part of it was inspiring. Where I got inspired and I actually was quiet. I was quiet enough to listen to the universe. I think there's a poem like, wait in the clearing of the woods of your life with cupped hands so that information. I forgot the beautiful, eloquent words of the poem, but in essence, it was so that, all of the information can fall into your cupped hands. And I thought that was a huge um, visual representation of the energy that I have received lately. I feel that's how I feel anyway. So, as you can see in the description of this video, there is a lot of Reiki offerings. I did not mean to overwhelm you. There's a lot of text there. I'm going to be doing individual class announcements over the course of next week, but I wanted to get this information out so it's out there in the universe. I'm going to get links, all the things to sign you up for it. It's going to happen, but I just needed to get this information out, get it off my desk, so to speak. Wow, I haven't said that since I was a secretary. Get it off my desk, which working for yourself, it doesn't really feel like I need to get anything off my desk, and that's maybe the problem. But anyway, the energy of fire is lifting up my ass and moving me forward. So I hope that some of this energy is going to infiltrate your bubble, and maybe you will also want the energy of fire to delicately lift your ass up and move you forward as well. All right, I'm just going to run down the list of what I got for you. I have I've polled people, okay? I've polled you guys, several of you guys to find out what is your comfort level in this time of COVID as far as Reiki training. I got a bunch of responses. The biggest two responses was yes, I feel coming in person with a ton of precautions in place is safe with small group numbers. And yes, I feel comfortable coming for a hybrid class where there's virtual, it's a combo of virtual and in person. So, what I've done is I've created two classes, two Reiki classes. One is in person and one is a hybrid class. And the dates are there. The nice thing about the hybrid class is that day one of level one of Reiki is essentially working with your own self. So there is a lot of energy practices that you're going to learn on your own. You do not need a partner for this activity. Day two for the hybrid option is going to be in person. So that means we're going to have full precautions. I am a massage therapist in the state of Massachusetts. I'm just over the Rhode Island border. I have a strict protocol that I follow, and that is wearing a mask at all times with the client, extreme cleaning protocol, temperature taking when the person comes in, filling out waiver, and also we have this policy where, if we need a moment, if we need a break, taking a break. So I am willing to hold that virtual and hybrid option. It's like a hybrid option of virtual and in person. And then the fully in person is going to be strictly, well, both of the in person situations are going to be strictly limited to 6 people. We're going to be socially distancing, hopefully meeting outside if that's doable with the weather. And if not, then I have a lot of space in this area indoors, and there's HEPA filters going. We're all going to wear masks. Um, and if somebody just does not feel comfortable coming to for the hybrid option for day 2, you can stay home and we can Zoom you in. That is perfectly fine, as long as you have somebody at home that you can work with, which that can be a little tricky, and I'm going to make a video about that. um, Working on your familiars is, you know, not as easy as you would think it is, right? Second thing, level 2, virtual offering only. That is also going to be 12 hours in it, because that's what level 1, both of those level 1 classes is 12 hours. And that's going to be completely virtual, which is perfect because level 2, we start getting into distance healing. And all of the practice that you're doing in that class is mainly distance healing. You do learn one Japanese healing technique, the emotional addictive release. That can also be done virtually. I've done this before. I'm doing it again. The information again, fire under the ass and moving forward. That's the energy that's happening right now. And obviously it's time. It is time that this is the information that came through hot and fast. It is time for people to reawaken to this. Now I'm merely a way shower and a reawakener. That's what I think of myself as, because you already know this shit. You were born with the ability to understand energy. It's the fact that we are now born into a body, and we have conditioning, and we have culture, and we have society. It has found its way into us and has clouded our capacity to understand energy. So I'm here to help you unfold that however it looks for you, because it's going to be different for everybody. There is a no one size fits all. The corporate mindset, the colonizer mindset, is that there's a right and a wrong. There are binaries. There's no such thing as binaries in the land of energy. It's time to dismantle those thoughts about energy, and that is what I'm here to help you do in your way. So that is why I'm going to be offering level 1 and 2 review class for people who have already been trained in level 1 and 2. That is going to take place in December, and it's going to be a 2-hour class. I priced it at $50, pretty affordable. If you have problems paying the $50, times are tough, let me know. I want you to take the class. I don't want finances to be a barrier. And this is one of 2 very big announcements. Actually, no, this is one of 3 big announcements. I have put together a integration program for people who have finished level 1 and 2 and feel comfortable moving on. And that is something that they want to do. Not everybody wants to move on, and that is fine. That is not a must or a have to for every single person. I know plenty of level 1 and 2 practitioners that are literally practitioners in the office. Also, other practitioners that folded into their everyday career, and they feel no need to take master or master teacher at all. They're all set. For those of you who are, they're Reiki junkies, energy work junkies, people that want to know more, and any and everything in between. Everybody has a different reason. You want to be taking these classes. You want more continuing education about Reiki. If that's you, you've taken level 1 and 2 already. I have devised this 6-month integration program for people who have completed level 1 and 2 and they want to go deeper. And they also just want a space to have continuous practice. I'm involved in a meditation Sangha. Sangha means Buddhist mindfulness community. If I didn't have the Sangha, do you think that I would be sitting every week on my cushion? I don't know. Speaking as me, I would find it very hard. I think having a community is essential. I think it is very, very important. That is what I hope to provide, a community for you to be able to drop down deep, explore those places. Sometimes people take level 1 and 2 and they just forget about it, right? And that's fine. I have to admit, there's moments in my Reiki journey and practice that it falls by the wayside. There's like minute ways that I've folded into my life so that it's actually embedded into the fabric of my being. I've been practicing for 6 years, so it sort of kind of infiltrates and it finds its way in. But there's some things that I just don't practice and that I may have forgotten about. So this integration program is excellent. It not only rehashes and reviews what you've already learned, but it takes you deeper with new information and it integrates it at a pace. You know, out there, you're going to get a lot of different wide ranges because there is no one way to teach Reiki. There's no alliance. There's no professional organization overseeing this. So you're going to have a lot of different ways that people teach this. A lot of common ways that I see is that there's a 12-hour Saturday, Sunday Reiki Master Teacher class where you learn a lot of things in a compressed amount of time. What I'm trying to do, and over the 6 years that I've been teaching, I've been training Reiki Master teachers, and it seems like there is a deeper level of support that is necessary in order for someone to really integrate these practices. So that's what I've done. I have an info session to learn more about that coming up on December 19th at 5 p.m. Again, if you have interest in any of these, drop a comment below and speak specifically to the interest that you have, and I can get you more information. I'm going to be like, you're going to be so sick of me. I'm going to pop in with videos all about these individual offerings one by one starting next week, including links for you to sign up. The two last things I want to say is all Reiki classes have now awareness of decolonization of the practice built into them. And there's going to be more about this in the upcoming videos that I'm going to make. But in essence, we are going to focus on all classes, level 1, 2, and the Master Integration Program that I'm starting. Now we have an awareness of the roots of Reiki, where it came from, and we're going to be talking more and more about that. It's going to be woven into the class, and there is not going to be any distancing from that, like a hyper focus on the westernization of Reiki. We are coming back to the roots, and I don't profess to be a teacher that is a historian that knows all about Shintoism and everything about the history of Reiki, but we are definitely going to make a concerted effort to fold that into each step of the way as you're learning so that we can remember that this is not a Western practice. This was originally given to us by Japanese culture, and that is to be honored and revered. The last thing I want to say is I used to have a prerequisite, one prerequisite to level 1, and that was to receive a Reiki class. Receive a Reiki session for yourself. That is still on the table. There is now another option. If you do not have the money to spend on a Reiki session, there is an option to be able to have prompts. I give you a sheet of questions Just like the one, if you were to receive a Reiki session, I would give you a sheet with prompting questions for you to fill out prior to the class. Same thing, you have that, or you have this new option where there's these prompts and you can sit with either an animal, a loved one, a human being, or you can go outside and hang out near the trees. You can hang out with the earth, and you're going to have some prompting questions about energy with those things. So, one option to spend money if times are tough, maybe not everybody has the money to spend on a session with a professional, then there's another option. There should be no barriers to learning this if you really feel like it's going to benefit you and it's going to benefit the world. So thank you so much for listening, and I will be back in touch with you regarding all of these offerings. But again, if you are interested, please drop a comment below about the specific offering that you are interested in. I hope you have a great day, and take care.